Valley Club, next week's events looks great. More vampires, more zombies. You knew an event would be coming for a few weeks now, and now we have the official info for you. So we're going to talk about what you can expect as far as the gameplay and as far as some rewards. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the crypt. I am ValleyFlyin. This is the ValleyFlyin channel, and I hope you are having an excellent day. There's an event coming up next week. Looks to be very fun, and we're going to talk about what you can expect as far as some gameplay, what kind of rewards you can get from this event. But before we get to the advanced copy of the blog, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. We'll review videos like this, question and answer videos, news videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. Well, let's get right into the advanced copy of the blog post. Vampires and zombies and food. Oh my. This is the event next week with the Scarlet Witch, Zombie Juggernaut, Zombie Iron Man. Vampires and zombies join forces with creatures and crusaders of the night during the dual Halloween challenges, and it looks to be very fun. I like how this all sounds. The hunger and the thirst are the names of the events, and unleash your vampires and zombies against unfortunate victims and enjoy tasty rewards, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they're gonna have some familiar rules. They're gonna have the same rules, the hunger and thirst, separate challenges. They're the same overall rules. So the rules, each challenge, 10 waves of enemies. So you gotta kill a lot of enemies here. I've been wanting kind of like a endless game mode here. It's not gonna be endless. There's gonna be 10 waves of enemies, but I've been wanting something like this for the game for a while. So I'm very excited. All right, and eliminate all enemies to complete the challenge, earn the rewards. The hunger and the thirst each have 5 challenges that increase in difficulty. So, you know, the hardest difficulty, probably the best rewards. The first difficulty, not as great rewards, but very easy, accessible to newer and mid-game players. Each challenge requires at least one character, a vampire or a zombie, and depending on the challenge, it depends on the challenge if you need a vampire or a zombie, depending if you're doing the hunger or the thirst. But they encourage you to bring more than one character for the challenge. So I guess if you're really trying to do this the hardest way possible, you could bring one. But if you're trying to do this the ideal way as intended, bring more than one. 3 attempts per day for the challenges, 3 for the hunger and 3 for thirst. So it appears 6 total because you're getting 3 for each. And attempts, kind of like the challenges, the daily challenges, only consumed on successful completion. So you can go back and try these over and over again. And the attempt will only count once you complete it. So it doesn't look like we're gonna be the highest difficulty on the first day because you get 3 attempts. So you probably get to difficulty 3 on the first day. Day 2 is when you could do difficulty 4 and 5 if you are a longer time player with a built up roster. So the hunger, the first event, your zombies are very and another very hungry. So feed them by eliminating enemies. During the hunger challenges, your zombie hunger affects their fighting ability, and the enemy they eliminate will feed them varying amount of brains. You need at least one of the following characters. So one of the zombies that are in the game or is gonna be in the game: Zombie Juggernaut, Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Scarlet Witch when she is eventually released. So the way the hunger is gonna work, at the start of battle, all zombies, so whatever zombies you bring in, are gonna gain 10 hungry. And if you defeat the enemy, it removes a hungry, and it removes a different amount based on the defeated enemy's nutritional value. The zombie has no hunger, they're gonna gain a satiated instead. So each hungry is gonna have plus 20 speed. So you're gonna be a fast zombie, but you're gonna lose 8 damage per stack, maximum out of 10. So you're losing 80% damage at the start until you kill some enemies. So the first kill, a little challenging, then it's gonna ramp up from that. Each satiated is gonna get 20% damage, 10% crit chance, 10% damage stack. So if you have none of the hungries, you should get it all these satiated there. At the end of a turn, if a zombie has 20 satiated, they're stunned for 1 turn, which can't be resisted or prevented. So too many hungries or too many satiated, well, they're gonna be stunned. I guess they're like full and they're gonna go to sleep. So thematically, it does kind of make sense. The following turn, they gain undead fortitude for the rest of the battle, lose all satiated, and they gain 10 hungry again. And yeah, they're gonna gain more speed and losing damage stack. And they're gonna gain the satiated again, do it all over again. What undead fortitude does, gain 50% damage resistance until the end of the battle, cannot be removed, doesn't stack. So After they get all those stacks of satiated, then they're gonna get the undead fortitude. They're gonna lose all satiated. They're gonna gain all that hungry back. It's gonna be an interesting challenge. This sounds very, very fun to me. Let me know your thoughts on it. And the brain count. So this is their nutritional value is what I'm getting from this. The normal brain, all shield minion characters are gonna give 1 brain. A special brain is 5 of them. Ironheart, Kestrel, Hank Pym, Black Panther Shuri, Leader, and Iron Patriot, they're gonna give 5 brains each. And Dr. Doom, Mr. Fantastic are gonna give 10 brains. So yeah, looks to be a fun challenge, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this as we move on to the next one, the Thirst. So this is about the vampire challenges. Instead of killing characters, you gotta protect characters is what it seems like. Or maybe you gotta kill characters to protect the characters that you're trying to protect. Your vampire characters are also hungry, but they need to eat some other time because they got work to do. During the Thirst, they have important tasks of protecting civilians from the evil vampires. You can bring any of your Night Stalker characters. So Blade is a vampire, Oath is a vampire, Man Thing's not, Moon Knight's not, Agatha Harkness is not. So there's 2 vampires that you could bring from the team, but they'll be fighting alongside the citizens who have the following abilities. So the basic ability for the citizen is Defend. What that does, gain barrier, increase dodge, and gain damage reduction for 1 turn. Doesn't say how much damage reduction they're getting per turn. And a special, they're gonna remove all bleed, and they're gonna, and the taunt, and then they're gonna gain a regeneration. So no damage from any of the citizens. I do like that you get to pick the move that they're doing though. Enemy vampires will have their normal abilities at their disposal, but they'll be aided with unique abilities from these rules of combat. So Ritual Blood, the Ritual of the Blood God. At the start of turn, citizens have a 50% chance to gain a bleed. They already have a bleed, they gain a taunt. So every turn, citizens may gain a bleed or a taunt. Thirst Eternal, this applies to vampire characters, and I am assuming this applies to the enemy vampire characters, but because we also have Blade and Oath, this probably is gonna apply to your vampires as well. I guess we'll see when it actually comes out though. But vampires will gain 50% of their max HP when attacking a bleeding character. If their HP is full, instead they gain a death-proof offense up 3 times, 3 defense up, and safeguard. And if a vampire kills a citizen, don't worry, the challenge isn't over. The vampire that killed that citizen will gain full speed bar in addition to the Thirst Eternal effects. So I guess all the citizens need to be killed, but if 1 citizen gets killed, you get to go on with the challenge. Now, as far as some data mines that we saw, all the way back in August, we saw some data mines from Brother Quickdraw. August 12th is when he posted this. But we've seen some vampires in the game. We see some of these. Now, knowing what we know now, these are probably the vampires of this event, but the speculation at the time, most likely a hero team themed on fighting vampires and monsters. Also, Bloodstone was speculated to be one of the characters. Blade was speculated to be one of the characters of the Night Stalkers. But one of the characters summons minions in a way that's very much like Mr. Negative. On turn, cycles through them, Blaster, Brawler, Controller, Protector, Support. Not sure if that is what Null's kit ended up being, or if that's what one of the other vampire characters is gonna be. But this is potentially what the vampires are gonna look like, as we see some other shots of these characters, some bigger, larger shots of these characters. Again, this was done a long time ago, so these may or may not be the vampires from this challenge. But as far as the rewards, you could expect more rewards as to higher difficulties as you progress through these challenges. Tons of candy from the candy store. That is one of the ways that they said that we could get more candy. They specifically mentioned this Vampires vs. Zombie event. Man Thing, Night Stalker Orbs, Zombie Hunter Orbs, Purple ISO 8 Crystals and level 1 Ions, Crimson Raid Orbs, Armory 19 Orbs, Teal Gear, Armory 16, 17, 18 Orbs, Gear credits for the Hunger, Green Ion credits for the Thirst, Blue level 1 Ion credits from the Thirst as well. So pretty good rewards. The good stuff is pretty much up here, and then it goes down there. The purple stuff is good as well, but of course, as with every blog post, everything that we said in this video is subject to change, because everything from this blog post is also subject to change. Hopefully you did get some value from this video though, and it helps prep you for the event. If you did get some value from the video, leave the video a like. It is free, tremendously helps out the YouTube algorithm and the ValleyFlyin channel. And if you want to see what are the trap characters that you should be avoiding, you should be investing in these characters, but don't over-invest in these characters. Check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out!